Welcome back to TYT Sports, once again joined by Sal Masekela. We have a fun story for you today. And because that has to do with the fact that social media has not been around, believe it or not.
Not that long.
That long, right?
Comes into the category of new shit.
Right.
Over the course of, in the perspective of human time, it's
right,
new shit.
It's a speck. It's a speck in the
very
galaxy,
small speck.
right? So last night, once again, we saw with the NBA Finals, or whenever we put this clip up, Thursday night, NBA Finals Game 6 was another moment of Steph Curry throwing the mouth guard and the internet melted down, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, it's Homer Simpson at the controls of his job at the power plant. That's what's going on, right? So I started looking up a couple articles. I found ESPN's #NBA rank, and someone mentions that, the Lakers in one of their finals games would have broke the internet in like 1985. And I started to think, what moments in our history, sports-wise, before social media existed, would have broke that? Off the top of my head, the one that actually comes to mind for some reason more than anything else, Zidane, 2006 World Cup. Oh, the memes. They would have had crying Jordan heads on this guy.
Right.
It would have been everywhere because that was such a monumentous moment for the France national team. Of course, their best player, one of the legends of the game, is sent off in a World Cup. Part of the reason they got there.
Right, was the dude.
Drives his head right into the...
Bing.
Bing. Right, there it is. We can get
that would have become a meme.
Of course.
That face would have become a meme.
Yeah, but because social media didn't exist.
It's almost like it didn't happen.
That's a good way to put it. It really is true. People remember it, they talk about it. It's like, wait, if you talk about it, things get remembered.
Right.
Any moments off the top of your head that you're thinking, even in your experiences covering sports, you think would have?
I think from my career perspective at the XGames, that Travis Pastrana's double backflip in 2006 would have broke
We've never seen anything like it.
Nothing like it. This guy's going to do a double backflip on a 250cc dirt bike. It could easily have killed him. Right. It was the Staples Center, sold out. It was the biggest moment in the history of action sports after Tony Hawk's 900 in 1999.
I was going to mention that one too.
Yeah, that also would have been one.
Huge one. I also remember Bob Burnquist making a great comeback for a medal.
2002, the Bob Burnquist, the Immaculate Run that I got to call in Philadelphia. That would have been definitely one of those moments.
Absolutely, absolutely. The other one in honor of the NBA Finals, 2002, Lakers versus Kings. Oh. The Lakers took 74 free throws in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, was it 90? Was it 110? No, it was really like...
Here, right this way, sir. Could we polish your shoes for you while you're here?
They were calling free throws before, like on the inbound, they're like, no, Kobe lied. Kobe right here. Kobe right here. So, of course, Bill Simmons alluded to in Twitter last night, saying, I wish...
He's really good at the Twitter.
I like Bill Simmons.
He's really good at the Twitter. I hope I'm good at the Twitter when I'm that old.
Right. So, he alludes to the fact that between 1999 and 2003, man, the height of NBA conspiracy, internet would have exploded.
It would have melted, actually.
It would have actually melted.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have existed. So I'm also thinking, like, if we're going to keep it to basketball for just a quick second, the malice at the Palace would have probably caused Ron Artest jumping into the stands, beating up a fan. We would have had a different perspective. And also another important one, if there was video of Steve Kerr getting knocked out by Michael Jordan in practice.
Right.
Michael Jordan, that's actually an important one with social media.
Love tap.
We look back on Michael Jordan, like I do at least, as legend of the game, greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time,
right.
for sure.
One of the best athletes I've ever seen. If social media existed, he would have been the biggest villain in the NBA, and everybody would have hated him.
Yeah.
They'd have said,
could you imagine the gambling conspiracy with Michael Jordan in the Twitter era?
Right.
What?
It wouldn't.
Michael Jordan
we might not have Twitter because of it.
Michael Jordan going to play baseball and sucking.
Right.
In the Twitter era.
Who would be the crying meme, though?
I don't know.
Would it be like a Magic Johnson crying meme? Would we have some kind of? We need.
There's just so many things that would have. I mean, the Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson kiss. That would have been. That would have exploded the internet.
It really would have.
In this day and age.
It's a lot of NBA moments too. I'm trying to think. In the NFL, I'm trying to think back on some of them as well. But for the most part,
the Icky Shuffle would have been a great.
The Icky Shuffle would have been a great meme. That's true.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I mean, there's also the moments I would say in the NFL, like Lawrence Taylor breaking Joe Theismann's leg, not intentionally, but that would have been one that people, because we have this weird fascination, at least I do, and I think a lot of others, that we're so desensitized to the internet in the first place that we hear like Paul George's leg snapped in half, and for whatever reason, our instinct is, it did. Oh, I need to see that in super slow motion.
Not me. I still don't have the stomach for those things.
Man, that's why maybe I'm crazy.
But I think our social media era has been a great thing in that it's given everyone a voice and access to information, but it's also done this very weird thing in desensitizing us from the human experience of others' pain.
It makes it tougher to find context for situations.
Right.
When you have, like, look, everyone having a voice is not a bad thing, but it does create an overcrowded amount of substance, of information that sometimes you need to weed through to finally get to the end of the tunnel and be like, what's the point here?
Yeah. And in a sea of savagery.
Ah, I like that line.
Super savagery, that's kind of hard to do.
That's very true. There are savages on the internet, and it's one of those things that we like to see.
Savages that are super talented in ways that I'm not otherwise.
I applaud the creative ones. Even if they're a little bit harsh, I applaud the creativity that we see on Twitter, social media. All right, so for you guys in the comment section below, what moments in sports would have absolutely dismantled, broke down, melted the internet?
This is going to be good.
They're going to go off, and it's going to be fun. You can tweet them at myself. You can tweet them at Sal Masekela. You can take pictures on Instagram of that Sal Masekela as well. Also on Snapchat, I believe, too. So
I got shit on by a bird once on camera in 1999, maybe 2000. I was interviewing Blink 182 for ESPN.
Right.
And if the internet had existed then, I don't know if I would have been able to move forward with my life. Because it's literally like...
You know you might have just given people an outlet to bring this back.
Meme that. Find it and meme it.
Send them to at Sal Masekela. Please send them to myself
as
well. We're going to print one out, put it right on that set over there. At TY2 Sports on Twitter, at JasonRubin91. Everything you can follow is in the description box below. Follow the links, and we'll see you over there.